podcast.
Hello.
This is definitely week 8.
I don't care anymore. We're not counting weeks anymore.
I am.
It's the weekly thing.
We got it wrong last week.
Fair enough.
We've got quite a quick one today.
Yeah, and a live studio audience.
And a live studio
Yeah,
audience.
Gabe's here. Shout Gabe from a distance.
Gabe.
Okay, I don't know if anyone heard that.
Hello.
Yeah, there he is.
Representing salamanders.
Salamanders. He's not going to join in. He's just building things.
He's cooking in the corner.
He's making a combi lieutenant.
Yeah.
So we have
just 2 data sheets today.
Yeah.
And a surprise. Well, I say surprise lowercase.
Reveal. We kind of knew what
today.
was coming, but we would expect them a bit more.
Yeah.
But kind of glad there's not a million things to cover this week.
Yep.
Because we've had quite a lot out of the last couple of weeks, to be fair.
Yeah.
So the dwarf, we have Berehk Stornbröw. Is that what you say?
No, that was
Stornbröw?
Unbelievably wrong.
Berehk Stornbröw.
I think it's pronounced Berehk Stornbröw.
Brö.
I think it's Brö.
Is it Scottish?
I don't know. It's the O with the 2 dots, and I'm sorry for any Scandinavian people out there that I've just butchered it.
Is it bro?
It's not even Scandinavian, is it?
This just sounds a bit Scouse, to be honest. Berehk Stornbröw.
Berehk Stornbröw, we'll just say his name is. Anyway.
So this guy is like the Chthonian Berserker character for the Leagues of Votan.
Yeah, he's very lightweight, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's not heavyweight at all.
Nah, movement 6, toughness 6, 5 up save, 5 up invul. Is that? I think that goes across the entire Votan range. 5 wounds, leadership 7, and 1 OC.
He hasn't just got a 5 up invul either.
He just has. Oh yeah. No, so like all the rest of the Chthonian Berserker guys, he has a 4 up Feeling of Pain as well.
Because Xenos.
Yeah, because why is this guy tougher than most Terminators in the game? Like, it's a bit silly.
No. He is tougher than most Terminators.
He's tougher than pretty much every Terminator in the game. Yeah. And he's a half-naked dwarf with a big hammer. Strange. Anyway.
Don't forget the orc.
Yeah. Well, I think he's deflecting bullets with the orc. He's kind of holding it in front.
Well, orcs are famous for their feel no pains in some aspects.
I don't think it can feel pain. It's a bit dead.
Exactly. So it's feeling no pain.
Actually, technically, it's not dead. It's a mushroom, so it's just going to respawn, isn't it?
I don't think does he know that?
He'll just hit it again with his big hammer. Speaking of the big hammer, Chronic's Revenge? I can't read today.
Cromlock's Revenge.
Cromlock's Revenge with his Graviton Strikes. So this has like 2 sort of profiles that you can pick from. You pick from Graviton Strikes or Plasma Sweeps. The Graviton Strikes seems amazing though, so I doubt you're ever going to pick the other one unless you're going into like a bit of a lower strength unit.
But you're not using these dudes to go into
these guys.
Marines, are you?
These guys are your tank hunters, your character hunters.
These are your 8-pound.
Yeah, these guys fly in and just kill shit.
These are better than 8-pound though.
So he has 4 attacks, weapon skill 2, strength 10, AP minus 2, damage 4.
Why?
I don't know.
Everything else that they've been bringing out,
it's a big hammer.
They've been doing like damage 3 profiles, which have been fine.
This guy's like Torgaradon, the dwarf.
Maybe that's where this is a Torgaradon re-release.
Maybe he shrunk. But he has, but also on top of that, he has anti-monster 3 up and anti-vehicle 3 up. So those attacks are getting through on knights pretty fucking handy.
Strength 10, but just in case you go up against a knight, he's still winning on 3s.
And in melee, they don't get their invuls, so they're going to be saving these on 5s, which is going to be a bit silly. And I could see this guy knocking down a knight pretty much single-handedly, like Torgaradon kind of can. But he can.
I wouldn't say single-handedly. 4 attacks aren't going through.
But he has sustained.
Well,
and he's sitting on 2s.
Yeah, I suppose.
And you can do the stupid re-roll things, can't you, with the type of thing they're in for their army roll.
Yeah, I mean, -2 is not going to be doing too much against a knight, though.
It puts them on a 5 up.
Are they 3 up safe?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, knights aren't 2 ups, surprisingly, even though dreadnoughts are.
Space Marines.
But it's fair, they normally have an invult against like ranged attacks, don't they? So they don't really need the.
But it's not like he's going into range anytime.
No. He doesn't seem to.
He
doesn't actually got a ranged weapon.
He doesn't. He's purely melee.
Unlike the Berserkers, which have some kind of like grenade launcher thing, I believe. But we'll have a look at both their data sheets side by side in a sec, just so we can see what they do. This guy also has the Warforged Gauntlets, which is some extra attacks, which is just like 2 extra attacks, hit on 2, strength 6, -2, and 1 damage. So that's just a bit of like an extra. Yeah.
And he can heroically intervene for free.
Yeah. Well, he gives it to his unit as well. You target this model's unit with the heroic intelligence stratagem. So he doesn't have to be attached to a unit for that to happen. He can do that by himself, can't he? Because he is a unit by himself. Yeah. So he's not one of those He's not one of those characters that loses all their abilities as soon as they're not in a unit anymore.
He looks good solo.
Yeah, you could drop him out of the Sagittar and just throw him.
None of his
something.
abilities say while this model is leading a unit.
No. It just says melee weapons equipped by this model's unit. He is his model's unit.
So he just It just has sustains.
Yeah, so
naturally, basically.
he could just be launched out of the Sagittor or a Land Fortress and just yeeted at something. And he's probably going to take down pretty much anything, bar maybe a knight. Yeah, I did say knights he could take knights, but it does depend on the saves. And
what's this? Redempted Dreadnought, -1 damage is still damage 3, mate.
if this guy gets all his attacks through, he's killing a Land Raider in one pop. Like it's pretty silly. So yeah, he's pretty good. We're just gonna have a little look at the Chthonian Berserks as well now, just next to him, just so we can see what the sustained hits does for them, because they are already a pretty silly unit. As they have like concussion mauls, which also have anti-monster vehicle 3+ and anti-vehicle 3 up. I will say the stat line's pretty much the same as the main guy.
Just other than damage.
Yeah.
Well, strength and damage, but it doesn't really matter. If you're hitting into monster vehicles, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like, so you damage 3, which is still pretty mental considering they've got 3 attacks each.
Yep.
And they get sustained on everything now.
It's a 5 to 10 squad as well.
Yeah, so you can take 10 of these dudes. So you can put him and 10 of the dudes inside a Land Fortress and then just yeet them at the opponents and just be like, deal with 10 of these.
One of these dudes is on a 50mm base. Because of the mole grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So still it's a really small kind of like blueprint for a squad.
It's a weird unit because you have like a couple like normal like berserker dudes with hammers, and then you have like this weird like bigger base which has like 2 guys on it, and one of them has a grenade launcher. It's a weird unit that like to look at, but I think it's pretty cool. I quite like it. The heavy plasma axe as well is pretty good, and the concussion gauntlets also not terrible. So there is like a suite of weapons on these guys that it's quite a hard choice between them all, I'd say. But if you are taking the anti-vehicle guy, I do think you're going for the concussion mauls, because you're going to just want to swing in with as much of that as possible. Because you're going to go vehicle hunting.
I was going to say you're going to stick these guys in the transport and go vehicle hunting.
Yeah, 100%. And you can also delete chaff with them quite easily with Dirindrak Fire with the grenade launchers is pretty solid.
Oh, it's indirect.
So you're hitting on 5s though, but it's still, you're gonna do something with them, aren't you? And these guys now also, as well as their actual ability that gives them fight on death if on a 4-up, if they're in fortified takeover, which you can flex into and then the attachment, which you're probably going to be trying to run, because that one seems quite good, especially with these guys. And you can also give them +1 to hit, can't you, as well?
Yeah.
And that attachment on CP, so that one's pretty good. They have basically 4-up fight on death, and as well, anything they shoot with their grenade launchers can't fire Overwatch, which is that's pretty good. You can just turn off Overwatch, especially with like this little salamander next to us.
The one thing what makes it even better as well is the fact that the mole grenade launcher has got indirect.
Yeah.
So you shoot anything within 18 inches, so you can set them up perfectly, even if they're behind a ruin.
Yeah.
You just turn off their Overwatch, and if you need to go across the ruin,
they can't do it. To then go and charge in.
Like,
because obviously, if shots do get through on these guys, they're probably going to fall over because they're not too tough.
It's anything as well. So you could be playing against Guard, and you should say, "Oh, that's a nice Lehman Rush you've got there. I'm going to turn that off."
You can do it against a Land Raider, and because you've got 2 of these mole launchers probably in the squad, you can shoot 2 multiple.
Like
things.
a Land Raider Redeemer, for instance, that's going to Overwatch.
It's like 1 enemy unit. Sorry, so you can only do it against 1 unit. So you just turn off the unit they're going to charge into, basically.
Just imagine doing that. You've got a big Land Raider Redeemer just staring at you.
What's the point? Like,
I was going to say, you're not allowed to Overwatch me. I'm going to walk across the street. Oh, by the way, I'm going to press the traffic lights. I've gone across the street now.
By the way, Gabe, I can't wait to play Eldari against you, because they literally have part of their baked-in army rule is I can spend a battle focus token and just go, you can't Overwatch this unit. And that's just part of their rule.
That's just not fair.
I know, it's not fair.
I disagree with it.
You disagree with that, Sam?
I'm going to make you re-roll that.
You're going to make me re-roll? How? With physical force. Yeah,
yeah, when the rules ain't working, physical force always wins.
Yeah. And then also these guys sit them behind a ruin, get the heroic intervention for free. They're going to hit pretty hard. Like, they're a pretty good unit, it seems. And for only 200 points for the 10 of them, plus however much this guy's going to cost, which I think probably around
90?
About... even less. These guys tend to cost a lot
Based
less
on
than
stat
Space
lines
Marines.
as well, like the defensive stat. Yeah, he's probably going to be about 80 then, maybe.
I'd say 75. He won't even be that much. I'd say this is going to be a pretty good unit. Which is...
with the new detachment as well.
Yeah.
It's been great.
The model, he's all right. I like him.
I'm not a personal big fan of the Votan anyway, like aesthetically. No. I've never been that like into a lot of like the dwarven kind of like races and like Lord of the Rings and things like that. Not my cup of tea.
But this guy,
he's cool. I mean, he's holding the head of an orc.
Yeah, it's the best new orc model they've released in a while, isn't it? It's
yeah, literally is the best looking orc model I think I've seen.
Yeah, I think that's what Lee said, wasn't it? It was quite funny. Yeah, I think he's pretty good.
He's following the trend of these characters coming out and kind of like blowing the expectation out the water a little bit, because like every character that's that we especially that we see the data sheets for haven't been bad.
No, but I do think recently a lot of them are sort of breaking the game a bit. Like some of the characters that have come out, and this guy, I don't think does. I think he's
strong, but there's nothing wrong with being strong.
Yeah, he's strong, but he's not broken. He doesn't give 3 auras and a massive force multiplier to his unit. He just gives a massive force multiplier to his unit, and that's fine.
So, next one, who's probably in a bit of a contrast, I think is rather underwhelming. The only one that we've had that's like considerably underwhelming. I could be completely wrong here because I've seen a lot of people kind of
I still think he's
scream about him.
He's pretty good, but he doesn't really add what I thought he'd add to this kind of...
So this is the new Tyranid Prime with the Lash Whip. Is a very creative name.
Which is he just seems like a Tyranid Prime with wings, but hits a bit harder and a bit slower.
They both give sustained hits.
Yeah.
Obviously the difference is this guy can lead gaunts, which is going to be like the fun thing to do with sustained hits.
Yeah, because I think you can give, what is it, like 20 Hormagaunts? Is Hormagaunts shoot you on? Or Termagaunts?
Hormagaunts are the melee ones.
So the Termagaunts is the one you want, the shooty ones where you can give the spine fists like sustained hits and 1,000,000 attacks, and it just seems a bit silly, doesn't it? It's like quite funny though.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of a meme.
Yeah. It kind of looks like he should be doing that with his big whip, like he's lashing the smaller units. It seems wrong him lashing his own Tyranid warriors, doesn't it?
Yeah, again, it gets gimmicky.
I'd just like them to release some Tyranid warriors. Why do they just keep releasing primes and not giving us the actual warrior models? Yeah. Like,
well, and the other big difference is this guy hits significantly harder than the wing prime as well.
Hell, this guy hits harder than a bloody
he's got
emissary.
So he's got no range weapons.
No.
But he's got 3 melee weapon profiles, but none with extra attacks.
No.
So you have to choose, essentially. Like, they are all different. They serve different purposes, I suppose, but I think the rending claws are standout because you get 4 attacks, obviously, with the sustained hits.
I mean,
hitting on 2s, strength 8, AP 2, damage 3, which is a really good profile. As you said earlier, it's better than the
It kills Gravis
non-emissaries rending.
Terminators quite easy. It's got that good damage 3 stat line that a lot of units seem to be getting these days to deal with these heavy elite units. The other thing I'd say is the Siding Talons do seem very good into just like Marine squads in general.
Yeah.
They put them on 5 up save, 2 damage, so you kill the Marine every
hit
pop.
on 2s, winning on 3s.
Yeah.
5 up saves.
And then the Lash Whip just seems a bit...
With sustained hits.
Obviously the Lash Whip's there for killing guardsmen and things like that, but you're probably not going to send this unit into a squad like that. I don't believe, unless they're trying to move block you or something
but
along those
thing.
lines.
What do you send this unit in, like the squad's unit into? It doesn't really...
Well, a lot of the other weapons are damage 2, so these are Marine Hunters, warriors in general. That's what they tend to go into. And considering most of the game is just 2 damage Marine, 2 wound Marines, they're a pretty good unit. And his Surge move does help him. So it gives the unit like a bit of protection, because if you put them in a place where they could surge into an enemy unit, they're not going to get shot, are they? So
true.
I know that coming against Liam's Berserkers quite a lot. There would be times where he'd just throw Berserkers in an awkward position and then be like, go on, deal with them, and I'd just shoot everything else except for the Berserkers because I didn't really want to deal with them.
Yeah, I think the other thing as well that it's quite confusing. I might be missing something here, but I just don't think I am. His movement characteristic is throwing me off here because he has a movement characteristic of 10 years really quickly.
Yeah.
Until you put him in a unit.
Yeah, but he can still move that distance. But he just has to stay within the constraints of the unit.
But still,
so he can move around the unit quicker. To get into place to fight.
I guess.
If that makes sense.
That's handy.
What does the Tyranid with wings, the Wing Prime, move? Is that any quicker?
Well, I'm assuming it's 2 inches quicker.
12. Okay, so that's all it gets for its wings.
But obviously he can go with gargoyles.
Yeah, gargoyles as well. And this guy,
he also gives sustain hits.
Yeah, so he gets.
But it's while he's leading a unit, though.
So is the other one not while he's leading a unit?
No, I don't think so. I might be mistaken. No.
Weapons equipped by models in his unit. Okay, so that's a bit of a wording change. So you can run this guy by himself?
I think he's actually better by himself.
Do you think?
I think so. He moves 10. Does he have...
Well, it's just like 3 little mini distraction carnifexes. I
guess.
Depending on points, that might be what I mean.
He dies to a swift breeze.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just a Terminator with 6 wounds, isn't he? He's not that tough.
But he doesn't have an invul.
No, he doesn't have an invul. That is true. No feeling of pains. No, he does die pretty quick.
Surge moving gaunt sounds fun.
Yeah, does that one worded as if it's it has to be in a unit for that?
No.
No? Well, Surge Moving Gaunt is also very good.
Oh, no, but it's if any models were destroyed.
Okay, so we can't use
So
that
we
by
can't
himself.
use
Yeah,
that by
so you do want
himself.
to put him in a unit. At least a 10-man Gaunt.
He's a little bit underwhelming.
The only thing I can see that would be really powerful with this guy is, you know, with the Surge move, if you had the 20-man Gaunt and you were shot and then moved onto an objective with them, with the high OC on that unit, that could be pretty good. To take units,
Again, situational and niche, though.
Yeah, but those are the kind of gotchas that do win games. Like the sort of like little, I've got this huge blob of 20 dudes in the middle.
In between two objectives.
Yeah, you shoot them at any point from either of these sides. I'm going to take that objective and get an extra 5 points or something in the game. It does win games, and it stops people shooting you, which is...
True, and I suppose that's 20-man Gaunt, so I'm going to die in one activation.
Is it D6 or 6?
D6.
D6 is always a bit mere.
Yep.
So you can always roll a 1, can't you?
Yep.
But you know what? I think the model's cool.
Honestly, I think he'd just be a little bit cooler as like a little bit of a character killer, I suppose, because you could run around and just...
But you've already got all your lictors and things for that sort of situation. You don't want to
That's the biggest problem, is where does he fit? Like, I feel like, he might do this, but there's probably a unit that does that better.
You can just lead a unit of shooty guys.
I mean,
melee guys. He does force multiply the melee guys a lot, even though he only gives sustain, which is what the other one does. He still hits harder than the other one, so he is a bit of an upgrade. And he's
a pick. He's an auto pick in the Tyranid Warriors detachments, their own detachments.
Yes, the
only
Nexus is that one, or is it the?
I think it's just Warrior Bioform.
Warrior Bioform, yeah, of
Onslaught.
course.
The only issue is 2 of the enhancements are specifically for Winged Tyranid Primes.
Yeah, so they don't
But I reckon they'll like errata that maybe.
Yeah, in the next data slate, which is coming soon. Mind you.
I mean, the Winged Tyranid Prime enhancements are really good. You've got +1 to the hit roll for the unit.
Yeah.
So you give him +1 to hit, so they're hitting on 2s with sustained hits.
Yeah.
And he's obviously also dishing out loads of damage. And then just subtract 1 from the hit roll for the unit.
The only thing you can get there is elevated might in that detachment, which is he gives advance and charge. But then you could also just put that on the other one as well. But so he can get, like, there's something there for that.
I mean, advance in charge on a
he
dude
doesn't
that
get, he doesn't get the invul that the detachment provides. It's a bit of a weird one. That is just because obviously the detachment was made before this unit was made.
They're going to change this.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Yeah.
Just so, assuming that they are going to change this, because I'd be really confused if they didn't, then there's definitely a place for them, for maybe even 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'd run, that's it, 2's like a safe number for this, over the Winged Tyranid Prime as well. Because even like Surge moving, melee 6-man warrior squad, do you know what I mean? It's still good. And
if you look at the maths on that warrior squad, it does hit like a fucking truck if it does get into combat. But you know what? I think he's okay. I think he's a bit of a side grade. Like not every model needs to break the bank. Like, you know, he's not ridiculous, but
yeah, he still provides the damage boost, because the melee warriors are cool, but they're still only damage 1.
They don't hit very hard.
No, they're damage 1 for some reason. And these guys, by the way, are bigger than Space Marines.
Yeah, these guys should at least be damage 2, at least.
They should be.
And yeah, so what's that squad? Say you did a 6-man squad, you're getting 36 attacks with sustained. You're hitting on 3s.
So you'd be plus if you give the. Again, this is assuming that they're changing it. You're giving the +1 to hit for the unit. So they're going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, sustained hits. There is the damage output there. It's a lot of damage 1.
It's all -2 AP.
6
and
attacks.
And then it's just like, it just goes...
Like,
this unit like kills a Catan, you know what I mean? It's just volume of attacks. It's like...
This is 36 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, potentially hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
Potentially they will be re-rolling the wound run.
They can re-roll the hit of 1s just because that's what their ability does when they go in the aggression imperative.
That's what I mean. So they'll be re-rolling the ones to hit because that's what you're going to be doing.
Yeah. These guys just have the Blade Guard roll, don't they? It's the exact same.
With damage 1.
Yeah, with damage 1. With just a worse Blade Guard.
And
Blade Guard also have 3 wounds.
It's just another...
And they have 4 ups. Yeah, these are crap Blade Guard.
It's another example of Tyranids really need some work.
Yeah, I think this unit could do with a little bump. And you know what?
11th edition might be their edition, because I don't think they are. They just, at no point this edition have they looks really aggressive and threatening.
Yeah, I could see Tyranid Warriors getting a new model in 11th edition as like a new kit, like a new dual part kit where you can build the shooty or the defendy.
It hasn't been that long since they've had.
No, they're pretty old. The current ones, yeah, and maybe that could be when they get the little je ne sais quoi from the Games Workshop that gives them a bit of a boost in the game, because they are the backbone of the Tyranid army. They're probably the one.
If you think Tyranid, the first thing that comes to mind to me is like a warrior.
Well, it's probably Carnifex and then a warrior, isn't it?
No, I mean for me, like I just think of a warrior. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
It's their elite infantry.
Yeah, it's their Terminator, which is, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, hopefully they get something soon.
We didn't give the ginger dwarf a score out of 10.
The ginger dwarf. He is basically just a fire slayer from Sigmar, isn't he?
Then again, he might not be ginger, because that all depends on
how you paint him. Yeah.
I'm painting him ginger if I ever get older one. Not that I ever will.
You're never going to do it.
But if Danny gets him, I'm going to force him to paint him ginger.
You're going to paint him very
Danny,
ginger.
you're painting him ginger.
And freckly.
Yes. It's based off that one South Park episode.
Make him Scottish.
Where they paint Cartman ginger.
Do all his little, like, his cloaks and stuff in tartan. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't
it? Every time he makes a charge, you know what he's going to scream.
So fair, I think that model's probably like, I don't really like the model. I think he's about a 5. But that he just doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, he just doesn't appeal to me.
I think out of, like, even though I said that I'm not a big fan of the aesthetics of like the Votann stuff, he's a pretty cool model. The hammer itself looks really cool.
Yeah.
The fact that he's holding the decapitated
maybe it's
head
just
of
the
an
paint
orc.
Scheme from Games Workshop.
Maybe.
Like the heavy metal sometimes
they never help. They never help.
Like sometimes when you see it painted properly, like by like professionals.
I mean, I'll give it a 6.
Not that the heavy metal aren't professionals, but you know, like when you see it like the,
like
the Golden Demon fellas
calling them out there.
Yeah,
because you could do a better job.
Yeah. I love dry brushing.
Yeah. Well, I'd give him a 6. I think he's what he brings to the, in my opinion, kind of meh looking space dwarves. He adds to it. I mean, the mohawk, the handlebar mustache, the mutton chops. The handlebar's
like,
pretty
cool, yeah. And then the Tyranid, I really like the model, and this is what I want.
4 out of 10.
So I want the new the model.
I think it's just a bit meh.
See, I give this like an 8. I think this is what I want the new Warriors to look like. I want the new Warriors to look like this. Like it'd be like, they just look like.
I don't know.
I think it just looks really cool. I'll give this like an 8.
I prefer the winged.
Yeah. The wing model is very cool, to be fair. But this guy's just a winged without the wings and a lash.
It's the head I don't like. I don't know. There is something about it I don't like. Maybe I need to see the full. Hang on. I give him a 5.
He's just scrolled up on the screen to get a bigger image. The Lash Whip's a bit weird, isn't it?
That's what's throwing me. If he had like maybe a big scythe going like around the back.
Yeah, it's a 7 for me actually. It's not a good whip.
It's not a good whip, is it? And bearing in mind the whip's in his name.
Yeah.
And it's not even the best weapon.
No.
In fact, it's the worst weapon. And
but those claws, man.
Just think from a design point when they were coming up with this was like the last one that they came up with and rushed it.
But I think
like not just visual design. I mean like data sheet design.
When the new Warriors come out though, and there's like 7 of those guys in a unit. That's gonna look cool.
Oh yeah, fun. It would look brilliant.
And it's gonna look really
good. They even rushed its name.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it just be Tyranid Prime?
Why couldn't it just be Tyranid Prime and you can just pick the weapons? You could pick Lash Whip or you could pick Wings and then they get abilities based on them. Why is there like 2 data sheets?
Nexus Prime Warrior. Like, see, that sounds cooler. Hire me.
Nexus Prime Warrior.
It's better than Tyranid Prime with Lash Whip.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see he has a Lash Whip Games Workshop.
7 from me. I like the model.
I'll give him a 5.
And finally, Eye of Terror.
Well, we did say it was going to get announced. We just assumed we would get a little bit more.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get all the data sheets today. Yeah. But you know what? It'll probably come in the next couple of weeks. And Gravik Morn can wait.
I wouldn't be surprised in next week's podcast if this is what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, and they might maybe have hinted at some of the attachments that they've speculated on in here.
Yeah. Next week will be, at the very least, be the CSM data sheets.
Hopefully. We'd hope so, because they did come out a while ago. Yeah, well, at least
Gravik Morn will get something.
Yeah, and the Mutilators and the Defiler might come later, but maybe you know what, hopefully he'll just come out.
But for now, it's purely the announcement. They have given little hints and stuff like that to what we can expect over the next few weeks. It looks very exciting. Mm-hmm. I'll give it that much.
Looks very exciting.
We'll put it up on the screen for you now on our new HQ screen that you're currently seeing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Luke's done a fantastic job with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the grand scale of this picture that they're putting in is because they've effectively announced in the second book they're bringing Apocalypse back.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting official Apocalypse rules.
Yes.
Called the Reign of Iron. So these are all the detachments are also called the Reign of Iron sets. Because, Iron Warriors. Yay.
Yeah.
There's the mention.
Reign of Iron. There he is, yeah.
There it is.
What are we up to on the counter now? About 4 on this episode. So it's kind of like Maelstrom Lair of the Tyrant, where they're doing Reign of Iron, Eye of Terror.
Yep.
It's
So
similar things.
we got the first book, which is all about the lore dump and everything like that.
I find it quite strange that they've gone CSM as opposed to like doing maybe like CSM and then
The Year of Chaos, don't you know? Oh wait, that was last year.
year. And that was about Skaven, not even 40k.
I know. This has been more about Chaos this year already.
Yeah, but that was never a thing.
We all know it was.
But like, it seems weird to me that they've gone, let's do Red Corsairs and then let's do Iron Warriors, rather than like, let's do, I don't know, like Imperial Fists and Iron Warriors. Like something that contrasts.
They could be saving that for something else.
It just seems like they'd normally do like...
But if you were going to do it, you'd do it here.
It seems like they normally do an Imperium, a Chaos, and then like a Xenos thing. So surely there should be like a Xenos thing in there, maybe? I don't know.
Well, that was kind of in the Maelstrom.
Yeah, but like, what I'm saying is, why didn't they theme that then more around the Eldritch Raiders and less around the Red Corsairs? Because it was all about the Red Corsairs, really, in the storyline. You know what I mean? So like, it seems a bit weird to me that they've gone CSM, but
maybe
you know, it doesn't. It's no bearing, is it?
No, but this is still very cool. We've got the reveal as well. I mean, we were speculating last week that it's going to be Iron Warriors against the Adeptus Mechanicum and the Imperial Knights. We were right, but what we didn't expect was that the Chaos Knights are also involved.
Yeah. So
which makes sense.
They've basically give us like a little hint to the attachments that are coming out, and it's Space Marines, obviously, because Space Marines always get a thing.
There's no in any of the artwork on this page. There are no Space Marines anywhere, right? No Adeptus Astartes anywhere. And then it says, in quotes, the third book features new detachments for Chaos Space Marines. Great, we're getting some Iron Warriors bits.
I'd imagine so, yeah. Maybe
Space
one.
Marines, because why not?
Yeah.
Because why? They have nothing to do with this. I don't even know
what they're gonna even like.
I hope it's some kind of like Space Marine allied detachment.
I hope it's a Dreadnought detachment.
It probably is. Oh god! Oh no!
No, because they're doing all robots.
No, it's gonna be. It's gonna be. It is.
Let's give Luke more Dreadnought rules.
It's gonna be a Dreadnought Iron Hands because they haven't had their refresh yet.
Yeah.
Oh god, no!
How good would that be?
I'm actually looking forward to it, to be honest with you. We've got
Chaos Knights.
Chaos Knights. God knows what that will be. Imperial Knights.
Hopefully with a new model of some description. Or it could be Chaos Knights mixed with Demon Engines. Could be like a soup detachment.
I mean,
I
do have some War Dogs.
I could see maybe something where you could mix the Knights with the new Defiler and those sort of things.
Am I gonna have to buy an Abominant or something?
You were going to anyway.
Yeah.
Imperial Knights,
which is probably going to be some kind of fast attack.
Yeah, based around the new Destria guy. Yeah.
Adeptus Mechanicus.
Thalia Gould detachment.
Yeah, very aggressive, I can imagine.
And it does say that they're going to give Thalia Gould and the Knight Destria a way to play together, because obviously they're the new models, so that's probably going to be some kind of soup detachment as well that they'll release there for those ones.
That could be the
It could
the
be
Mechanicus
the
one.
other way round. You know how the Knights have an AdMech detachment where they can soup in 500 points of AdMech? It could be a AdMech detachment that does
because it have to be because
it could be an AdMech detachment where they soup in 500 points of a Knight, or
it would be 1,000 points of Knights because
maybe the rules are something like you can add a Knight and it gets the AdMech army rule or something.
Yeah,
something like that could be maybe how the detachment works. That could be pretty cool.
And that's pretty much it for those attachments. Again, that is all they mentioned.
Yeah, some beautiful artwork on all this, by the way.
The books themselves look incredible.
Yeah, the books themselves look amazing. I really love the Eye of Terror, the Reign of Iron cover. That one looks amazing with all the Iron Warriors and
I could file in the background.
You should get that as a bit of art, mate. That looks boss on your wall. That looks.
I'm definitely getting these books, but
yeah, 100%. It'd be interesting to see how they've done Apocalypse as well, because that's something that me and Liam have never really gone into.
No,
Apocalypse.
I'd like to.
We've done big games. We've done 3,000 points each, 3 ways, like that sort of thing. But we've just kind of made up the rules ourselves for those.
Definitely get Tebs involved. Our friend Tebs as well, who he plays. He's got a beautifully painted Chaos Knight army, all focused around the Sons of Horus. And I mean, we could do like a 2v2 Apocalypse.
He was saying with the new Defiler, and he wants to do a cultist Chaos. What are they called? Demon Engine army, where it's just all cultists and demon engines, and he wants to make that a list. I don't know what he's going to play that in, but you know what, it sounds cool. And the way he paints the models, it'll look bloody amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. So This reveal, I think it looks pretty good.
They're keeping us on the edge of our seats.
Yeah. Let's talk about the little... they always give a little teaser at the end of these articles.
They do, and guess who got mentioned again?
Yeah, I know we got mentioned again. Go on, read it out for us, Liam.
So it said it won't be long now until the Eye of Terror set and all of the cool stuff we've seen over the last few weeks, months. Like that insanely cool Defiler, go up for pre-order, so that I could imagine pre-order.
They're glazing themselves a bit there. Insanely cool.
Pre-order in the next couple of weeks now. So keep an eye on the Warhammer community to find out when you can break out the Hazard Stripes and conquer in Perturabo's name. So Perturabo, next Primarch,
well,
confirmed.
Something I realised from last edition, during the Adepticon reveals at the end of March last edition, when they revealed 10th edition, was when they revealed Lionel Johnson. So, at the end of March, when Adepticon is, you might have a little treat in your little basket there. Maybe.
Where do they hold this?
Adepticon. I believe this year it's in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Manchester.
Yeah, no, we're not getting there, mate. It's across the pond, unfortunately. But we're definitely gonna have to when they do a reveal show.
We might have to do a live podcast.
We might do a live. We might record during the Adepticon reveals, and depending on how life is and what we're doing at the time, because you might be on work at the time, who knows? But we'll definitely have a podcast up very soon after that to review everything that comes out of it. I could see all the data sheets coming out before Adepticon over the course of March, hopefully. So, and then there's going to be, I imagine, a lot of reveals, a lot of models reveals, a lot of detachments reveals. It's going to
be a fun time to be a 40k fan.
Yeah, the end of the last edition, which is what we're coming into now for 10th, was bananas. There was so much revealed across the Arcs of Omen series and those books, and everything that came out of that was just bonkers.
And I'll tell you what as well, and I've just thought of this because I like making things, and I like making my life harder for myself.
Go on.
If by the end of Adepticon, Perturabo hasn't been announced.
Yeah.
Or at least, okay, we'll say Adepticon.
I have no idea what he's going to say here.
I will openly, on the podcast after Adepticon, where we run down all the new things.
Oh, God.
As a closing statement, admit that Ultramarines are the coolest faction in Warhammer 40k.
But why? No one made you do this.
I am making myself do it because I am that confident that Perturabo is coming out.
You didn't know he was coming out. You didn't have any confidence up until I told you that a minute ago.
Exactly.
And now you fully believe.
I believe.
You believe. I believe.
I believe.
Okay, well...
I think we've covered everything for the past week.
Well, so Games Workshop, can you just not reveal Perturabo until the day after Adepticon? So Liam has to do that for us,
just
and I can
before
give
we
that as a voice
end,
clip.
because I think we're good. But what I'm going to do...
We're just holding up a box of Infernus Marines plus paints that has Ultramarines on it and waving them at Liam.
Paint Ultramarines for Infernus, makes sense.
As Gabe paints them into salamanders next to us.
I can confirm there are no more reveals for today.
There's no more reveals today. Did you check?
I just refreshed the page.
Amazing. Right, so cool. That's us for this week, guys. Bit of a short one, but you know what? We probably needed one after the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Amazing. Right, see you next time, guys.
See you later.